Panhandle Public Health District says the number of COVID-19 related deaths in the Panhandle continues to rise. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, Unified Command announcing 5 new COVID-related deaths on Friday afternoon. The latest deaths include a Cheyenne County man in his 70s, 2 Morrill County men, one in his 60s and one in his 90s, a Scottsdale County man in his 60s, and a Sheridan County man in his 90s. This brings the total deaths in the Panhandle to 47. PPHG Director Kim Engel says as we enter the months of traditional holiday gratitude sharing, please keep in mind our most vulnerable Panhandle residents in your hearts. She says now is not the time to let your guard down so we all can remain safe during the COVID pandemic. Engel adds that this public health emergency requires the public to be caring citizens and to contribute to the solution for the sake of our communities and for those we love. Well, on Saturday, Scottsdale Interim City Manager Rick Kukan announced the 3 finalists for the city manager position. Last week, a field of 5 semifinalists interviewed with the Scottsdale City Council. This weekend, the 3 finalists were named, including Dustin Reef, who has been the city administrator for Orono, Minnesota for the past 3 years, Scott McClure, who has been serving as city administrator for Canby, Oregon since October of 2019, and Seth Sorensen, who has been Pecos City, Texas's city manager since 2017. Interviews will be held on November 30th, December 1st, and December 2nd. Kukan has been serving as interim city manager since March after Nathan Johnson left to take a similar position in Colorado. And a 25-year-old Gehring man was cited after he fled on foot from an injury accident in Scottsbluff Friday morning. Police Sergeant Phil Eckerberg says Jack Warren was cited for failure to yield the right-of-way, leaving the scene of an injury accident and driving under suspension following the collision at the intersection of 1st Avenue and East 20th Street. Eckerberg says the investigation found Warren's Camry was stopped at the intersection, headed southbound on 1st Avenue, and then pulled away from the stop sign, hitting the driver's side of a Dodge Journey driven by 30-year-old Sheila Flores of Terrytown. Officers say Warren got out of the Toyota and ran south on 1st Avenue, but was located a short time later. Eckerberg says Flores reported that she was injured, but declined transport by ambulance. Well, coming up to the break, Bill Boyer's in with your full week forecast here on KNEB.TV News.
At Platte Valley Bank, we offer loans with competitive rates and quick decisions from our experienced lenders. Our team works hard to get to know you and your business. From ag to auto, home loans, and everything in between, we're here to help. Stop by Platte Valley Bank or apply online to find the loan that is right for you today.
Hi, I'm Michelle Perkins of ReMax Regency. After branching out, I've returned home to my roots, to the land from which I came and my family has held for 5 generations.
Michelle truly understands what home means and treats you like family as she guides you through the buying and selling process, bringing the latest pricing tools that are not currently being used in this area to sell your home at the highest price in the least amount of time, and to ensure that you do not overpay when buying.
So just give me a call, kick back, ReMax, and settle down.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
Across the area, we'll be dealing with mainly cloudy skies. We've got quite a bit of cloud cover out there this evening. Rain and snow showers probably going to be off to our south with temperatures falling down into the 20s. Again, just to the south of us, especially in Colorado, is where we expect the majority of that rain and snow to be. It's going to be a dry week, probably a little cooler for Thanksgiving, but really no big storms are on the way. 50 yesterday after a morning low of 17. Nothing in the rain gauge over the weekend. Still below normal for the month now and closing in on 7 inches below normal for the year. Temps in the 30s and 40s out here across the region. 40s off to the south, even some 50s there around Denver and also at Torrington. That cold front just off to the north and west of us that's going to come through here later on tonight. Winds are fairly light, under miles an hour for the region. Futurecast now, we're going to put this in motion. Watch areas off to the south. We'll start to see some rain and snow showers filter into the south of I-80, even south of us into Colorado. And those will continue into the early morning hours tomorrow. Lows tonight going to be in the 20s. Forecast continuing tomorrow now. There's the snow activity and rain showers just to the south of I-80, then sliding into maybe areas over towards North Platte and off to the east. That's it. We're going to be dealing with quieter conditions here in the region, and we're going to see temperatures tomorrow going to warm up into the 40s here across the region, so a little bit cooler than where we were today. Precip chances are going to again be to our south and east. We're going to stay mainly dry here in the area, and the snowfall chances, same situation. We're going to be dealing off to the south of us, portions of Colorado there, a much heavier band of snow going to be falling again just off to our south over the next 36 hours. We're going to stay dry here in the region. As we look across the area tonight, cloudy, precip mainly to our south and a low of 28. Can't rule out a snow flurry or snow shower. A touch breezy tomorrow, 10 to 20 mile an hour winds, highs in the upper 40s. Be near 60 or so on Wednesday. Thanksgiving Day itself in the mid 40s. We'll go upper 40s, upper 50s, low 40s, mid 50s, all the way through the 7-day forecast. Not much big changes coming out there and mainly dry conditions.
The holidays are a time to connect with family, with friends, with each other. After a busy year, the holidays are a perfect time for laughing together, playing together, talking together, and celebrating together. Spend time this holiday season connecting with the people that mean the world to you, and let us take care of the connectivity.
Many people count on space heaters and electric blankets to help stay warm in the winter. Here are a few safety tips. Space heaters need space all around them. Only buy space heaters that are tested and labeled by a national recognized facility. Before using a space heater or electric blanket, inspect the cord for cracks or warm spots. Finally, turn off electric blankets when not in use. Space heaters and electric blankets can provide needed comfort or can be deadly if not used with care. So use caution this winter season. This message is brought to you by Chimney Rock Public Power District, your touchstone energy partner, the power of human connections.
Good evening. I'm a newsman, so I speak only in this voice. Even when I say things like homemade onion rings go yum yum in my tum-tum. More at 10.
Welcome back. Authorities say an investigation is underway into the death of a Scottsdale County Detention Center inmate on Friday. According to a release from Sheriff Mark Overman, at approximately 3:15 p.m., a detention center officer discovered inmate James Strong laying on the floor of his cell, unresponsive. Strong was in the cell by himself, and the officer announced a code blue with numerous officers and in-house medical staff responding. Valley Ambulance also responded, and despite resuscitation efforts, Mr. Strong was pronounced deceased at the scene. The 54-year-old of Scottsbluff was being held on local Scottsbluff County charges. The Scottsbluff County's attorney office was present to act as coroner. At this time, there's no indication of foul play, and the Nebraska State Patrol is in charge of the investigation. All in-custody deaths result in a grand jury investigation. Well, tuition rates would rise for some students at the 3 campuses of Western Nebraska Community College next fall, but not for the majority of those attending. The Western Community College Area Board of Governors this past week approved a change in rates for students from bordering states and non-resident students, but not for those living in Nebraska. WNCC Vice President of Administrative Services Lynn Koski tells KNB News resident tuition would remain at $106.50 per credit hour for the 2021-2022 school year, while students from Wyoming, Colorado, and South Dakota would see their rate by $2 increase up to $109.50. Non-resident rates would also go up slightly from the current $107.50 to $110.50, and high school partnership classes would cost $55.25, up $2. And the Scottsdale Walmart closed on Sunday afternoon and will remain closed until Tuesday. Store officials say that the closure will allow for additional cleaning and stocking. The Avenue I locations will reopen at 6 a.m. on Tuesday. Well, straight ahead, Chris Cottrell in with the latest from the world of sports. We'll have that right after this on KNEB.TV News.
I've struggled with my weight since I was 13, but weight loss surgery changed my life. I've lost 120 pounds, 80 inches, and gained a whole new outlook on life.
Weight loss surgery may be the answer to your weight and health problems. Regional West offers the support of skilled surgeons and a dedicated bariatric team for your journey to a healthier you. Learn more about weight loss options at Regional West. It's time for a new you.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn Suites front desk.
Home buying is filled with decisions. Neighborhood, floor plan, fenced yard. Make one choice that's easy. Start with FNBO first. We'll guide you home. Home buying is filled with decisions. Square feet, fixer-upper, room to grow. Make one choice that's easy. Start with FNBO first. We'll guide you home.
Now, sports from the FNBO Sports Desk. FNBO, the great big small bank.
Time for another Monday update from right here at the TV Sports Desk. And yes, we'll get to that disaster in Lincoln shortly. First, we are just 2 Thursdays away now from the start of the high school basketball season. One of the staples here out west is the season-opening Western Conference tournaments. Just 6 schools taking part this year: Scottsbluff, Gering, Alliance, also Mitchell, Sidney, and Chadron. All the games will take place at either Scottsbluff or Gering High School starting Thursday, December 3rd. No games being held at WNCC's Cougar Palace, and also different this year will be the championship games will both start at 2 in the afternoon on Championship Saturday. We'll have plenty of coverage, both TV and radio, here at the Rural Radio Network Scottsbluff, and it will be kept to household members only as far as fan attendance. Now to Lincoln, where on Saturday it was a debacle for the Big Red in that 41-23 home loss to Illinois.
We talked all week about what we needed to do to win, that after a good win for our program last week, that we needed to double down on everything we've been doing with energy and practice habits and enthusiasm. And I was embarrassed by our level of execution in all 3 phases, and I didn't think we had the juice we had last week. We didn't get as many hats to ball on defense. We made mistakes over and over on offense. We made mistakes on special teams. I wasn't happy with it, and I didn't really see it coming, but it was almost like our team thought we won one game, we're good, and that's not how it works in this league. It's not how it works in life. It's not how it works in football.
The Huskers lose big as a 17-point home favorite. The beat writers and scribes back east taking the program to task once again after the loss. One even suggesting this was possibly the worst loss in the last 60 years for the program. 2.5 years into his tenure, and Frost having to answer this question still. What are the biggest issues with the program right now?
You know, this has been a rebuild. We've had to rebuild talent. We've had to change culture. We've had to change attitudes. We've had to learn lessons. Feel like we've come a long way, but it sure didn't feel like it today. We're going to get this fixed. But the results need to come. The results are going to come, and it's what I told the players. The results are going to come when their expectations and their effort are aligned. And I didn't think we had as much juice today. I didn't think we had as much enthusiasm.
A lot of talk there about the players, but the look in the mirror also has to include this coaching staff. Scott Frost isn't going anywhere, nor should he, but this was another Saturday where you're left with nothing but downtrodden feelings about this football team at Iowa Friday morning. Husker basketball starts on Wednesday in Lincoln. They've got a home game against McNeese State and Drew Cookshausen. We'll have radio coverage starting at 9, tip at 10 a.m. Mountain Time that morning. Cookshausen playing at Pinnacle Bank Arena for the first time since a state title game loss for Scottsbluff against Gretna back in 2017. Teddy Allen will make his debut for the Big Red in this one. That'll do it for today. The latest from right here at the Sports Desk, the FNBO TV Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell. Ryan coming back with more right after this on KNEB.TV.
Small business, you're the engine that makes our communities thrive. That's why we're with you, providing more for you, so you can focus on what matters most. Small business, you're the engine that makes our communities thrive. That's why we're with you, providing more for you, so you can earn more, save more, and do more.
For the past 44 years, Platte Valley Vacuum and Sewing has been serving the Nebraska area. That's quite a long time. At Platte Valley Vac and Sew, you'll find quality sewing machines, quilting and embroidery machines, even sergers from name brands such as Pfaff and Baby Lock, both known for their well-made machinery. Keep in mind you'll receive one-on-one lessons with your machine purchase. Platte Valley Vac and Sew also offers a fine selection of 100% cotton quilting fabrics and a great selection of threads and notions to assist you in most any quilting or embroidery project you might have. For all your sewing machine quilting needs, stop by Platte Valley Vac and Sew, downtown Scottsbluff.
When you call Gearing Valley Plumbing and Heating, you will have options. Repair it, rebuild it, or update it. Whether your furnace stops working or your bathtub won't drain, Gearing Valley Plumbing and Heating provides the services you need to be comfortable. Weekends, holidays, or late nights, we will be there. With over 30 years of service, our certified technicians and cutting-edge technology can keep your systems running at their peak efficiency. Gearing Valley Plumbing and Heating, every time we enter your home, we leave it a better place to live.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
At Platte Valley Investment Center, we believe in personalized planning for your financial goals.
As your retirement income partners, our concern for your success combined with resources from Raymond James can help you make confident decisions for your financial future.
Our team of financial advisors will help you make your money work just as hard as you did to earn it. After all, our goal is to help you reach your financial goals.
Call me, Jody Rosiska, or Kevin Fig, Financial Advisors, to set up your free, no-obligation pre-retirement review.
And finally tonight, volunteers from the Gering Merchants Association gathered on Thursday afternoon to get Santa's Village set up for the holiday in the Gering Civic Center parking lot. The lights of the village will come on as scheduled at 6 p.m. on November 27th, but the virus pandemic is forcing some changes this year. Merchants Association Chair Renee Garton tells KNEB News the typical Saturday morning activities will not take place out of an abundance of caution.
Santa won't be here and we won't have people handing out candy and cookies and stuff. It's just too high of a risk. So we just encourage everyone to come out and check out the buildings and take family pictures. It's such a pretty place.
Garton says the buildings themselves will be closed and locked to prevent people from getting crowded into a confined space, and there will be a Santa stand-in available 24/7. She says the evenings will be one of the best times for pictures, as the holiday lights will make it an ideal backdrop. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.